Logan Paul's apparent downfall. Let's see why his bad karma's finally here. Prime is terrible.
So it has been 3 years since Logan Paul and KSI launched their hydration beverage Prime.
Trash.
And despite their lightning in a bottle start, the last 2 years have been filled with controversy
booty
after
juice in a
controversy. From alleged forever chemicals in their products to countless lawsuits.
Bro, if you've ever tasted Prime, you know for a fact that's like cancer in a bottle, gang. Cancer in liquid form.
Beef with the most famous soccer player on the planet.
Messi?
And currently an extreme downfall of Prime sales all over the world. Now the future of the once extremely overhyped drink is in question, and what was once viewed as the next billion-dollar company to be acquired by the likes of Coca-Cola or Pepsi has now diminished to the clearance rack at your local Walmart. So
fuck, man. You know it's bad when you get on the clearance rack, bro. That means you're just trying to make a sale. But also, this is like the smartest decision. KSI beefed with his brother. They started beefing as well. Then they brought their audiences of millions of kids together to then sell them a sugary energy sports drink that looks like a video thumbnail. That is like the smartest business play ever. Even if it's flopped right now, they've already made millions a piece, like generational wealth off this product alone, not including content and videos on it. Oh my God.
What exactly went wrong with Prime, and will they ever be able to climb their way out of the hellish inferno they have entered
speed on this? Yeah, they're good.
What the last 365 days? Let's take a deeper look. So when Prime first came out, its hype train was driven directly by Logan Paul and KSI.
Oh, bro, when you drink it, you're gonna come, bro.
There's a reason why this guy is balding at like 25. There's a reason why KSI's forehead is the size of a textbook. Because they drink Prime, y'all. It's because they drink Prime.
Whoa!
Don't drink Prime. That's
how good it is, bro. Instant ejaculation.
Look at this guy. Your audience is children, you fucking weirdo. And like they suck at marketing. They're good at marketing in a sense of like how to put where with who, but in a sense of like personalities. These guys suck when it comes to collabing on projects, bro. Like, there's no chemistry between any of these niggas.
And it has been made clear in the years following that this brand is everything to them. Especially Logan Paul, who has stated on multiple occasions that his overall goal in life is to become a billionaire.
When do you guys just say fuck it and just...
The honest answer? When we both hit that B.
I'm out this bitch when I hit that B.
I'm out.
And you're gonna see it unhinged, unfiltered.
Yo, I can't wait, Jay.
Yeah, billion, like on some Kanye, that's that they call that fuck you money. That's the money where you don't need nobody else and you got so much money that you can quite literally do whatever you want and like not worry about losing money or business deals or sponsorships or partnerships from it. What would I do if I had fuck you money? I think when a nigga talks to me and makes me mad or somebody makes me mad, I would just throw 100, like I take out like 50, 20, 100 ones and then just slap him across the face with it. Be like, yeah, pick that up because I know you're going to pick that up, broke motherfucker.
And in his head, Logan saw Prime as the fastest way to get there. Yeah. Basically, the plan was to build Prime up as a worthy competitor to the likes.
And that's a smart too. This is a smart play because like, if I was a fan of either of these YouTubers, like a diehard fan, and I've tried Prime before too, but like, I'm going to be looking for who represents me in the media and who I feel connected to. I would rather buy from them than buy from a random corporation. So like, this is a really smart product, bro. I can't even lie. Whoever was behind this is a genius.
Of Gatorade, Powerade, and Body Armor, hoping to achieve enough market share in the category to get acquired by one of the big boys.
Inshallah, things go the right way. We're headed one direction, and that direction is to become the legacy brand that will be taking a massive chunk of the market.
Which would obviously leave both Logan and KSI, who are said to have large shares in this company, with hundreds of millions to billions of dollars in their exit from Prime.
Dude, when
they already got rich off this.
Try to disrupt well-established industries that have big heads already at the table.
Yeah, they'll clap you off.
They don't want you to sit at that table. Because that means you're taking money out of their pocket.
That makes sense.
For that to happen, Logan, who is rumored to own 20% of the company, would need a $5 billion acquisition to occur. We all know that Logan will stop at nothing to promote this product, being seen absolutely everywhere with it, and even using the hype of his wife's pregnancy to indirectly promote it, alongside his at the time new product Lunchly, which also coincidentally...
I've never tried Lunchlies, but I've heard Lunchlies are kind of gross.
Finally features a Prime beverage.
And of course, we have our snacks and our energy drink. None other than the greatest meals in the world. Lunchly, of course, we have the turkey, cheese, and cracker stack. Also the Fiesta Nachos, my personal favorite.
Love.
But honestly, it seems like no amount of promotion or collaboration in the current day is going to save Prime at this point. Like if the company were a rocket, it would be nosediving straight into the ground on a free fall. Like I'm saying, Prime is going backwards faster than Megamind's
Look at this
hairline.
nigga's
Going
forehead.
in. Megamind. Oh,
Bro, like this comes from terrible genetics, being African. You know, Africans, a lot of them have bigger foreheads, and the stress of being a under 30 millionaire who runs a whole business and has people depending on you, scamming you, and taking advantage of you at all times. That's what that forehead comes from. I know that forehead. That's that Agent 000 forehead, man. Signature YouTuber stressed out cussing that forehead. Yep. Neon's so chopped, bro.
your forehead grew larger.
Neon just looks like one of those guys. He just looks like one of those guys in Miami's who's selling out of the girls' BBLs and those jobs, bro.
Bro, are these forehead jokes just going to be me for the rest of my life?
Dude.
Now to truly
Like, no money will never fix something like that. You feel me? That's just let y'all know something. The universal guy don't care about your money, bro.
understand the fall of Prime, you have to understand the decline in its popularity across the pond over in the UK, where the sports drink has reportedly lost 90% of their profit
Damn.
year over year,
I know
going
that
from
hurt.
£3 million to a measly 300,000.
Nigga, you see something like that, I know that hurt. When you do something like that, bro, that's the type of loss and make you not even want to check your phone when you wake up because you know it's a bunch of bullshit.
£1,000. Now, I will note that this number can be really deceptive when gauging a company and its overall health, because obviously expenses can vary from year to year. But the revenue, on the other hand, is where Prime should be absolutely horrified. We already knew that last year the sales in America were down by over 50% in the first half of 2024, but
Right.
now it has been revealed that their revenue in the UK is down 70% from 2023 to 2024. To be
Right.
exact, they're down from £112.2 million to £32.8 million. This actually makes it one of the steepest falling, fast-moving consumer goods in the entire food and beverage industry. Now, to
Damn.
save face, representatives from Prime claim that this was a natural occurring phenomena, and that
Right.
this was expected after the initial hype bubble.
That is how life is, and sometimes I say that specifically for like YouTube. How it is you get a spike sometimes, you get a really viral video, like a mil, 2 mil, and then there's a stable chill period. But also, if you can understand what your audience wants and you can consistently give them that, you won't see this a giant drop, honestly.
But there's actually a lawsuit going on right now that makes me think that they previously thought differently than that. But obviously, from the outside looking in, this does not bode over well for potential investors or other competitors who were potentially interested in purchasing the company.
Today, I'd like to pitch you Prime Hydration.
Okay.
Prime Hydration was developed to...
Because when their threat of eating into your business starts going away, why would they want to catch that fallen knife when they can simply continue on with their already existing brands in their portfolios while Prime kills themselves quarter by quarter?
Like, why can't this be the next Gatorade? Like literally, Gatorade is so fucking archaic, and our thesis was to create a better for you hydration beverage. We did it. We were right. People bought it. They like it. They agree with us. Like there's no reason you should be drinking 150 plus calorie drink with 27 grams of sugar in it if you want to hydrate. That's
What the fuck?
insane.
Ooh, smells a bit high. What is that
It's so sugary for no reason.
flavour you got there?
Tropical punch, it says.
Oh, Jesus.
Loosely. You've just
Like-
come from the Maldives. How
It's
tropical is
like
that?
swallowing perfume. What is that?
When you compare their rise and eventual decline to a drink like Body Armor, which was purchased by Coca-Cola, you can really see why Prime is not attractive to these companies in its current state. Body Armor spent 7 years growing more and more every single year before Coca-Cola purchased 15% of their company in 2018. Basically, when this happens, the acquiring company has looked through the numbers, and they agreed to pour gasoline on their fire through their experience, industry connections, and of course access to proprietary resources. Especially in this industry, the bottling manufacturer they own that gives Coke brands an insane competitive advantage.
All right.
Well, this is a big opportunity for Body Armor because they're now going to be
Beats.
within the Coke.
Yeah, bro, that Kobe Bryant body armor was really good. Actually, I remember it. No, it was trash in the sense of like flavor, but like it's so smart to take a sports drink and honor the late great Kobe Bryant like that. Like that's such a smart business move. Oh my God. Really
Coca-Cola
smart.
bottling system. It's a 1-2 punch from Coke.
After this partnership, they really lit the world on fire, with 180% overall growth in their sales from 2018 to 2019. And by 2021, that number had doubled yet again, and that is when Coca-Cola purchased the remaining 85% of the company for the full buyout. Meaning almost every year since their inception, Body Armor grew by at least 50%, and in some cases over 150% before they were completely acquired.
You know, to buy a minority interest, put them in the put it in the bottling system, kind of like a test to see what we can do with these bottlers, and the rest is history. Since we've been in the system, we've gone from 200 million to 450 million to 700 million, and this year will be 1.1 billion in revenue. And the Coca-Cola bottlers have done an amazing job getting this brand to the next level.
And obviously, when you are scaling up with more and more product being sold, you start getting things done at cheaper prices per unit because you are purchasing massive quantities from your manufacturers. And this is where Prime is really screwed. And some of you may remember they're even facing a $67 million lawsuit from Refresco Bottling Company because they allegedly backed out of a deal due to what I saw as fears that they would not be able to fill the quotas of this manufacturing contract. Meaning Prime no longer felt.
So pretty much they felt like they couldn't afford the amount of product the amount of product they was gonna buy, they wouldn't be able to sell it all. Ooh.
That they could sell enough product to justify the agreed upon number that would be manufactured when sales were still high. And in that case, they would owe the manufacturer tons of money for these unfulfilled orders they allegedly agreed to. You know, it's like Prime wanted to grow to appear attractive to the investors and to try and eat up this market share. And they thought the hype would not only continue, but get larger, and it really bit them in the ass.
Keep it, bro. It's as if it's like, was it Supreme? People want
That's what it feels like. It feels like a hypebeast product.
Bro, people don't want to throw it in the bin.
And if we're to scale out even farther, where Prime really screwed up is having a lack of direction for their brand. And never making it stand alone from these two clowns. Obviously, off the bat, it was driven by the pair, and the marketing that this was a limited supply product that everyone needed to try, even creating some sort of underground black market in the UK for kids.
Yeah.
Local families we talked to said the craze sparked.
When it came to America, I remember when I first saw it, I was like, oh shit, it's Prime. But like it wasn't as big as it was apparently in the UK. Like it wasn't that big at least like from where I'm from, South Carolina, it wasn't really that big.
Sparked a secondhand market in some schools, with students reselling single bottles for a profit.
Maybe young children might feel like, because it's colourful, you know, it's bright, they might think, oh yeah, that looks so cool.
I just think it's because famous people are like...
Yeah, the influencers.
Yeah, like influencing it, and like everyone believes them.
But at this point, they have oversaturated the market with countless products
Prime
and
is
flavors,
trash.
and pretty much everyone who...
They should have kept it at 4 flavors and once every like 3 months. Release one exclusive flavor. That's it. They for sure overdid it really quickly. They saw what worked one time in one good month, and then they tried to put all their chips in the table and dealt a bad hand the next play. You don't do that, bro.
Who wanted to try the drink has already done so. It has also been noted recently that people who do buy Prime on a regular basis are buying less of it on average than before, meaning even their established returning customers are getting fatigued or aging out of their product.
Trash.
I mean, honestly, guys, when have you ever seen an adult drink?
I would drink Gatorade before I would drink fucking Prime, bro.
Drinking Prime
Body
since
Armor
it
before
came
Prime.
out. Like the only
and it's not even that the brand's more established. It's just when we're going for taste, Prime tastes like dye and sugar, literally. Like nothing else. It tastes like dye and sugar.
Time I see the drink in general is in massive quantities piled up on some sort of clearance section in my local grocery store, which obviously kills the consumer's perception of the brands. It is the simple psychology of supply and demand. Like if you're seeing them all out there like, oh, no one's buying that shit. They really just failed
makes
to
you
make
that
it
one
clear
bad.
whether this drink was for an athlete at a game, or a child at their school lunch, or
It's
something
more for a
healthier
child
an
at a
adult can
school
drink.
lunch.
So let's get to the
More for
formula
a child
again
at a
and kind of
school
round
lunch.
this out. So
That
we
type
have,
of thing.
again, the basis of the whole thing is essentially that this is not an actual electrolyte formula, rather it is a potassium drink with sucralose. That is what it is.
Yeah, they're stupid for trying to market it as a sports drink. This is not a sports drink. This is a lunchable drink.
That's the purpose of
It's a
Prime. It is
lunchable
something
drink.
that you can drink on a daily basis as a enjoyable drink. That is what it is. It's not a actual performance-based,
It's not a
athlete-focused
performance-based
electrolyte
drug.
blend.
They
It
were
is something that you can
stupid
sip
for
on
saying
in
that.
class, walking around, whatever, that is nearly void of calories that taste good.
The entire company thought
Yes.
that they could build themselves up on
They're retarded. They're fucking retarded. Why would they market Prime as an energy sports drink? It is nowhere near a sports drink, nor does it taste like a sports drink. It doesn't have the marketing of a sports drink. This is where they messed up, is marketing it as it was never an athlete's drink. And you know who else looks like they're about to do the same thing? AMP. AMP's marketing tone, the first person they signed was a fucking athlete, like big heads. Well, no, I guess it could work. It could, I guess, since, Black culture is so heavily connected with sport culture and musical culture. Well, it's all one at these days, but UK culture isn't that. So why would they do this? This is stupid.
celebrity endorsement and shady marketing.
Oh, they were trying to get American audience. This isn't how you get an American audience, though, y'all boys. You don't go through the athletes. You probably would have been smarter to go through other streamers.
Well, like I said, never really making an effort to try and make this product stand alone from these two clowns. And to me, a good company never needs to put down a competitor to prop themselves up. But that is all that Logan Paul and even Mr. Beast, who has tried his hand in similar food and beverage markets, want to do.
All right, we'll start off with the Lunchables.
Bro, I'm sorry. That's
Yeah.
trash. All right, now we're trying Lunchly. Come
Ew,
on. We're not
again.
biased at all, but ours is way better.
The hydration beverages that are on the market right now are like either A, not good for you, B, taste like
Yeah.
shit, or C,
Yes.
are archaic as fuck. Gatorade's been around for 15 years, has 120 calories. It's so high in
Ew.
sugar, it's fucking garbage.
Yeah, man.
Why has no one effectively made a drink that is actually better for you and is affordable and tastes good?
What?
Wow.
Fucking
Yo,
hell.
the UK shows up. Holy shit.
Like compared to all our competitors, we're just destroying them.
No, the hell you're not. Your bottle's 75 cents, bro. Meanwhile, Gatorade is still like $5, gang.
We got in Prime mascot costumes and shadow box.
Bro, when
the
you ever
UFC
gonna
ring.
see what Gatorade do that or Powerade or these other competitors?
They should have marketed. They tried. Here's what they fucked up. They tried to mass market it when they aren't a mass. They still aren't mass marketable themselves yet fully.
To me, it's just a
That's where
very
they messed
tacky
up.
way to market and
Because they're
attempt to
trying
make
to
the
mass
product
market
look
it. They're trying to make it for everybody, kids, adults, sports athlete. Like, you can't do that because nobody knows what your product is. We don't know who it's for. It's like if Logan Paul and KSI tried to make YouTube videos for athletes, kids, and adult. Like, it wouldn't work. It's too, you know what I mean? It's too vast. It's not concise enough for a specific brand to lock you in. Versus their videos are mainly for kids. This drink should have been marketed specifically towards kids. Whether it's good or not for you, I don't give a fuck. But this product could bang a lot more if it was specifically for kids. If somebody on KSI's team is watching this or Logan Paul's, make it specifically for your audience. Stop trying to mass market it.
superior. And to make matters even worse, over the years, various health
I would honestly abandon Prime 2 and just restart with something else. Probably not anything food or drink related because it's too... Make shirts or something, nigga.
professionals picked apart their claims of being the
I would turn Prime into like a label or like a shirt company, a backpack company. So when people go back to school, they'll buy your Prime backpacks or some shit. I don't know, but not the drink, bro.
superior, healthier sports beverage.
If a parent came into my doctor's office, I would not recommend that their child drink this for lunch.
Prime, oh my god, I'm about to get so much hydration. No, this is garbage. I'm gonna tell you exactly why Prime doesn't rehydrate you. It is not optimal for hydration.
Liquid IV with 11 grams of sugar compared to Prime's
2 grams. Liquid IV has 870 milligrams of electrolytes, and the Prime Stick has 871 milligrams of electrolytes. And
And now it's intentional. Look, we're this much better by 1 milligram. This is not the same stratification of electrolytes. So when he lumps them together as if it is an electrolyte is an electrolyte, it's like, do you know the composition of sweat that even comes out of your fucking face when you're exercising, bro? I don't think so. I think you think that this is all the same. And for you to go at Liquid IV, ready to like chop their head off when you don't even know what the difference is and why it would be useful to maybe have some sodium in there, is actually kind of laughable, to be honest.
At the end of the day, I really do think that Prime just bit off more than they can chew.
That's what it
They
sounded
obviously
like.
cut a lot of corners, expanded way too far, and really lacked the experience to make their ascension a smooth rise. Now things are looking more bleak for this company than ever. They're obviously still facing a couple of massive lawsuits, and it's my estimate that the long-awaited buyout is never coming for this company. But either way, I want to know what you guys think down below. Have you ever tried Prime? Are you a frequent consumer of their products? Do you know anyone who's still on that Prime kick who's older than the age of like 12?
No,
Y'all let me know down below.
I do not.
Either way, I do want to thank you guys for watching today's video, dropping a like and subscribing. But as you guys know, it's been your boy, the Tan Superman, and some other failing
Tan
YouTube
Superman.
products out here need to be covered. So I'm out. Peace.
All right.
Looking for
Great video by Jamari, man. You know what I'm saying? Logan Paul. Prime's trash, bro. What else can I say?